Hello guys, welcome back to AS Learning. So guys, in this video we will see the interview experience with company L&T Infotech. So interview was for the position of Java developer and the questions were asked on Java, Hibernate, REST API and SQL. So let's start. So first question was asked based on Java 8, that is the array was given like this as you have like viewing on the screen, and the questions were asked like remove duplicates, find lesser than 10, make squares of it and find average of it at the end. So you can use the function like remove duplicates. For remove duplicates you can use the distinct function. Then find lesser than 10, you can use the filter and just pass the condition lesser than 10. Then make square of it. For this you can use the map function and just map with the square operation, and in the at the last you can find the average by using comparator.averaging in. So this was the first question based on Java 8. Next question was write immutable class. So here you can just write the structure of immutable class, what you will do for making the class immutable. So you can make it as a final. The like a variable should be private and final, and then the constructor should contain the deep copy concept so that it should not allow the instance creation, and then at the last there should be only getters, not setters. Third question was, do you know about decorator and observer pattern? So this was based on the design pattern question. So just go through the decorator and observer pattern and just understand what is the workflow, and you can explain that. Next question was, how will you make singleton class as synchronized? So you can do in the like two way, like two level. Like first level is that you can write directly add the synchronize keyword at the method level of get instance method, which we use to get the instance of that singleton class. And another that is double locking mechanism, that you can add the synchronize keyword or synchronize block whenever you are accessing that condition, that if instance equal to null. So before that you can just add the synchronize block. In this way you can make that singleton class as synchronize. Next question was, how can we make map as a synchronize? So there is one predefined method provided by Java, that synchronize map. Dot synchronize map you can use for making the hash map or map synchronize. Next question, difference between hash map and concurrent hash map. So hash map is basically like used in whenever we are not dealing in any thread safe application. So if you want your application or map should behave properly or like efficiently in the thread multi-threaded application, so go with the concurrent hash map, because it will provide two features. Like it will provide the fast performance because it will provide the read and write operation to be occurred at the same time, and second, it will also resolve the concurrent modification exception kind of thing. Next question, have you encountered memory leak issue in your project? So these are based on the experience and it will differ like as per the candidate. So if you have encountered any time like memory leak issue or something like that similar to that, so just explain, and how did you resolve that? So just explain about that. Next question was based on REST API. So the question was, how did you secure your REST API in your project? So there are like multiple ways, and the first step to secure any REST API if you are using in your application is that to maintain or to provide the TLS certificate kind of thing, so that you can have a secure connection between your REST API thing. So you should maintain and configure the TLS certificate in your configuration file and provide that into the application, and then you can just have a TLS communication between all of the REST API. Then another thing, you can make use of like token based authentication and authorization using OAuth or JWT. And third way is like you can use the API keys or secret keys just for the communication. So these are the some of the ways, and if you want to add any other way which you know for the securing any REST API, so please mention that in comment section. Then next question was based on Hibernate, that is what is the difference between save and persist. So there are two major differences between save and persist method. Actually both are used for inserting the record into database, but the difference is that persist return type is void, that it doesn't return anything, and save returns the serializable object. And the second most major difference is that save method can be used like if you have session and or transaction boundary, then it can be used inside or outside of the transaction, but persist method will only be used within the transaction only. So these were the two major difference between save and persist. Next question was also based on the Hibernate, that is the easy one, the difference between first level cache and second level cache. So first level cache is come as the default by the Hibernate, and but for second level cache you will need to configure explicitly. Another difference is that first second level cache is maintained at the only session level, so it will be, as it is maintained only at session level, it will be only accessible within the session, but the second level cache can be accessible throughout the application because it is maintained at the session factory. Next question was based on JUnit, that is Mockito, and the question was what is the spy method in the Mockito. So spy method is basically used to handle the real object, means if when we use the spy method, so there will be a real object or original object, and unless we create the stuff out of it, like it will call the real method behavior only. So to spy the real class object, this method is get used. Next question was based on SQL, this is the most asked question based on SQL. So just go through it, and the question was find the second highest salary from the employer table. So we have already covered in our SQL playlist, so you can just go through it. And the last question was difference between delete and truncate. So major difference between delete and truncate is that in delete we can add the where condition to just delete the partial data or partial records, while truncate will delete all of the records. Second difference is that the delete maintains or locks only one single rows at a time, but truncate will lock entire table and it will just delete all of the rows after locking. And the third difference is that at delete is a little bit slow, means a little bit we can add the condition, so it is little bit slow as compared to truncate. So these were all the questions which were asked in L&T Infotech for Java developer role. So hope you will like it, and if any suggestion or feedback you want to add, then please comment down in the comment section. So that's it from this video. Have a nice day.